What is the common denominator of failure? I go to a business. I say, why are you failing? Oh, it's the competition. It's the economy. It's the president. Every one of those excuses was bullshit. If you wake up tomorrow morning and blame your failure on someone or something else, you have no reason to change, do you? It's that son of a bitch's fault. I did everything I could. But if you woke up in the morning and looked in the mirror and said, I am failing because of me, the decisions that I make, the energy I put in, I'm not passing the blame. If you look in the mirror tomorrow and say that, you will change. Because nobody likes thinking of themselves as a failure. At the end of the day, winners win. When we accept failure, we find success.
We all have times of frustration. We all have times of why me. When you start feeling that massive frustration, that massive stress, you are about to have a breakthrough. It's the ones who understand that things are going to improve and keep focused on the end result that make it through it. We're talking about people who will not fucking quit. You have the fucking choice to be whatever you want to be. You can choose to persevere. You can choose to take initiative and do what needs to be done. You can choose to execute day in and day out. You can choose to do the fucking work, and you can choose success. Your actions make that choice for you every single day. So what's it gonna be?
If you want to have a big year, you got to do it. It's hard to create newness. It's hard to create the drive to crush it this year. But you have to do it because the window, those years, man, they go fast. We have one shot, and we don't want to look back and be like, oh, I was the 80% version of what I could have been. Nobody in this room came this far to only come this far. You wouldn't even be here if that was the case. But if you want to make changes, you want to have a great year, man, it's up to you. And you better start doing it now. You grow when you step into the unknown. Those are the things that require preparation, maybe failure, hard work, but those are the things that make you feel most alive. What's the one thing that you're going to do that's going to define this year? That's going to change, something that you can remember and hold on to and build from before those years go like this.
Just ask yourself this week, do people know you for your work ethic? Are people like, man, you work hard? Are people actually commenting about you showing up early and staying late? Because if they're not, you're just blending in with everybody else's work ethic. At the end of the day, talent will not win the game. It is work ethic that will win the game.
You gotta get gritty, man. You gotta develop some dog in you. You gotta get dirty. You gotta get your feelings hurt. You gotta get disappointed. You gotta get told no. But in order to get the life of convenience, you gotta have a very uncomfortable life. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Every time you practice, you don't care what the circumstances, what the situation is, every single time you give it 120%. It doesn't mean you're going to score every time, but you can always give 120% effort.
What does the $500,000 a year person do? The $50,000 a year person doesn't do. He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He believes in a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in business, you got to be tough and you can't quit. Somebody's going to win, you or him. And the person that wins is going to want it the most. This business is nothing but an attitude business. It's your attitude about you. It's your attitude about life. If you go out there this week and you just think you're supposed to be somebody, you're going to do something big, and you go out there and you work hard and you prepare well and you get up mentally and you go out there and you leave it all on the field and you just have a feeling that dadgummit, this is our time, we going to do it. You got a chance to win.
If I don't finally get my focus in check, if I keep wandering around distracted, if I keep looking at every new thing that pops up, if I keep trying every single new opportunity, if I keep saying yes to everything, if I keep listening to everybody's complaints, and if I keep doing whatever they ask me to do, at some point, you'll lose your life.
Embed that long-term goal in your mind. Burn it into your soul. Think about it. Write about it. But most important, do something about it every day. I want that long-term goal to be so embedded in my mind that I never lose sight of it. Ever. Every day, do something that moves you toward that goal, that keeps that goal alive and in sight and in focus. Because that goal isn't going to achieve itself. It is all on you.
दिमाग एक नंबर का हरामखोर आइटम है। ये उतना ही काम करता है जितना आप इससे पूछिए कि मैं 20,000 रुपए महीना कैसे कमा सकता हूं, ये आपको बताए। आप इससे पूछिए कि 50,000 महीना कैसे कमाऊं, ये आपको बताता है। आप इससे पूछिए 1 लाख रुपए कैसे कमाऊं, आप इससे पूछिए 2 लाख कैसे कमाऊं, ये आपको बताता है। ये बताएगा साला उतना ही जितना तुम इससे तो बड़ा क्यों नहीं पूछते यार, मैं तो ये पूछ रहा हूं तुमसे।
You don't start things and not finish. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. When I pick it up and say I'm gonna start it, I gotta finish it. It all don't work. It all ain't knocked out the park. But I walk away saying I finished it. I did it. So when it's all said and done and I look back, I can go, I gave it 100% and look at how good I got. Look at what I'm a product of.
Don't try. Do. Forget about making an attempt. Forget about testing it out. You don't want to go halfway. You want to jump in hard.
Where are the warriors that say, I'm going to make a decision and I'm keeping it? Devote yourself to something bigger. Be decisive about what you're going to do. And then be disciplined about getting it done every single day, whether you feel like it or not.
You see people who are great at making money, but they have no confidence with talking to women. And like, I'm single, I'm going to be single the rest of my life. Or they're great at building muscle, and you're like, man, you look at you, you're like a Greek god. It's like, but they see a pretty girl, and they just like look over your shoulders, at your feet. They can't make eye contact, right? And so, like, you can't. So it turns out you can actually develop that competency and build credibility and have confidence in every area, but it takes repetitions to do it, and that's what most people lack.
What does the $500,000 a year person do the $50,000 a year person doesn't do? He pays the price and a little bit more. He works hard and a little bit more. He believes in a little bit more. He makes money and a little bit more. He saves money and a little bit more. If you want to win in business, you got to be tough and you can't quit. Somebody's going to win, you or him. And the person that wins is going to want it the most. This business is nothing but an attitude business. It's your attitude about you. It's your attitude about life. If you go out there this week and you just think you're supposed to be somebody, you're going to do something big, and you go out there and you work hard and you prepare well and you get up mentally and you go out there and you leave it all on the field and you just have a feeling that, dadgummit, this is our time, we going to do it. You got a chance to win.